body bags where horror lies.
What's up, y'all? Dubbles at you again. Another week on the body bags. Special week ending up the month. We're doing some Asian horror, so we're gonna start doing themes. So at least on the end of the week, end of the month. So that's pretty cool. Glad to be doing some themes again. And so yeah, I got a Tokyo Shock release. So this is released from Japan. It's called The Neighbor Number 13. Interesting psychological horror that's based on a manga, actually, a Asian comic book. So basically, it follows the main guy, Juzo, and basically picks off with him working a new construction job, and ends up his boss is basically an arch nemesis of him, who's always bullied him growing up. So it flashes back and forth, showing the bullying escapades and just growing up with this guy, as well as working a job with him. All this, meanwhile, while he's getting a job, it also shows the split personality that is end up happening to him. That was a direct effect of all this stress from that. So basically, it follows Juzo and his dark passenger, if you will, who's named number 13, is where the name comes from. So it's a cool, like, scarred, just a dark version of himself, which I thought was interesting, the way they played it out and the way they cast him. Really pretty cool makeup effects there. Not a whole lot of gore in this one, to say that, but there is a lot of suspense, thrilling going on. The haunting, of course, kind of going on. And it's really just one of those, lack of a better term, mindfuck kind of movies. What I could tell, the acting's done really well, and shot beautifully. Really interesting cinematography throughout. It's pretty convoluted, kind of a complex plot, because you have basically two universes interlapping, as well as showing flashbacks and modern day. So you got a lot going on there, but it's really cool how they intertwine it. And being that kind of mind twist kind of movie, I still felt like I got the grasp of it the first watch, which is, maybe it's still better with another viewing, but I felt like it was, it's a complex roller coaster ride for the most part that, was still able to, still simple enough to pick up on what the message they're delivering. And, it's one of those you really might not know fully till the ending, the climax, which is done pretty well, I must say. The score soundtrack is all right. Another cool special appearance played of Takeshi Miike in an acting role. So that's really cool to see this. And when I was doing some research on this one after I watched it, apparently James Wong had intentions of doing an American remake. I don't think that ever came to fruition, but that would have been really cool to see. So that shows that it's cult status and its popularity overseas, but I feel like this one's still relatively not that much talked about. Minor complaints about this one. The length of the movie, it is coming in right barely under 2 hours. It's a pretty long watch. Pretty dialogue heavy. Like I said, there's not a lot of kills going on there. So, but I don't know, the way the story moves back and forth, it still holds your attention pretty well. I could have used probably a little bit less time in this one. It's still been better off, in my opinion, but it worked what they were going for. That's really my only big complaint on that. Like, I maybe see a little bit more amplified violence, but I don't know, the tension and the violent scenes that are there are powerful and strong enough when they do happen. So it really does that roller coaster thing. It really has some up and down moments. Um, yeah, interesting, just complex little odd story. Now I've not really read the manga or the to know the more backstory on this one. So if you're a fan of manga, definitely check out the manga and check out this movie. Um, you probably appreciate it even more. I would imagine. There is really cool scene. I will say that ties them together per se. They're actually looking at the manga, and the animated kind of helps explain part of the story and backstory, and becomes an animated film for a short amount of time. So really cool, interesting shot flick. Like I said, it holds your attention for what it is. So yeah, I would give it a solid rating though. I'd say probably a 7 out of 10. Fun watch though. Definitely check this one out, y'all. As always, appreciate y'all watching. Till next week. Peace.